I cut my teeth at Deloitte in London for a few years before jumping into the world of SEO at a small boutique agency about 10 years ago. Ever since, I've been in the industry. I headed up SEO at Auto Trader and performance marketing for 4 years, and now I'm a freelance SEO consultant working with brands like Auto Trader to develop in-house teams. So what is SEO? You guys have heard today, SEO is not a silo. SEO touches many parts of your business, from content, design, marketing, development, data analytics. That message should be portrayed every day throughout your business. This isn't something that's done on the side. The focus of the team is relatively consistent. You guys need to invest in technical SEO. You've heard that today. That's your foundation. On top of that, you have your content. That's either your editorial team or you have specific SEO content writers. And on top of that, you've got your link building and digital PR. When we look at what Google tells us, this is an often overlooked point. This is straight out of the guidelines. How many of you guys actually read these guidelines regularly? If not, go back and have a look. They give us 4 things. Google says, make pages primarily for users, not for search engines. Number 2, they tell us don't deceive your users. Thirdly, they tell us to avoid tricks intended to improve search rankings. And lastly, think about what makes your website unique. What makes your brand unique? Do that and set yourself apart. You can find that straight from the guidelines. What are Google doing about it? Let's look back at their algorithm history. Let's look back at the big changes we've seen. We've heard Panda was 2011, often referred to as the content one. Penguin 2012, the links one. Hummingbird 2013, the semantic one. Pigeon 2014, the local one. Mobile Getting, the mobile one. Recently, the quality one. We saw that at the start of August. Was anyone hit at the start of August? Has anyone seen, raise their hands if anyone has seen any fluctuations at the start of August here? Interesting. I firmly believe this is Google putting in action what it's put in its guidelines many years ago. It's very difficult to trick Google these days. And what this means for us as an industry, SEO is now about business change. SEO cannot be seen as a silo event in your business. So 3 big things that should be on everyone's radar. If you've not achieved these yet, I hope they are a big discussion amongst your teams. HTTPS. HTTPS was probably the first example of an SEO-led initiative that had a wide impact on the business. So I've classed this as high business impact and important for SEO. When we did this at Auto Trader, it had a big impact. We had to look at our ad servers. We had to look at tracking pixels. We had to look at various different parts of the business. It wasn't just something the SEO team could do. Mobile first, this is huge. Some sites that I'm working with are already on the mobile first index. Others aren't. We're investing a lot of time with my clients to ensure mobile parity. That could be something as simple as, are your navigation elements the same across desktop and mobile? Google's told us that when you switch onto the mobile first index, it will take your mobile link graph as the link graph. That essentially means that all of your desktop links become redundant as soon as you switch. And when you think of that, that's quite scary. Mobile first has a huge impact on your business and has a massive impact on SEO. The third one that I believe is very, very important, if you're not talking about it already, you need to be thinking about it. But the update at the start of last month was aimed heavily at websites that are either in the financial industry or somewhere in the medical industry, but it's a sign of things to come. Sites that got hit were sites that didn't offer strong user experience. They didn't talk about the brand. They didn't separate themselves and say, we've got qualifications, this content's been written by a medical professional. I fully urge you guys to do a UX review, get your UX team involved in your website. If you're a market-leading brand, has that been portrayed on your website? Are you telling your users, yes, we are such and such a brand, and look at all these industry awards we've won, trust us? If not, please do it. So the skill set, going back to the start, we need strong technical SEO. We need a good content strategy. We need to be good at offsite and link building. But in 2018, SEO needs to extend. The SEO function needs to be good at stakeholder management. We need to be good at communication. We need to be good at project management. These aren't typical SEO skills. These are broader consulting skills. This is SEO coming into the boardroom. This is SEO becoming core to a business. We really need to be thinking about this. If we stay as a silo, I can guarantee you'll have lots of good ideas and you'll struggle to implement them. What Nick was talking about, voice search, you're going to need a lot of support. to get voice search pushed through. It can't just be an SEO idea. How many of you guys work with agencies or are an agency here? Can I see raise of hands? Quite a few. Lots of people work with agencies. Great idea. Working with agencies, you get the latest technologies. You get a great fluid talent pool. You can scale up and scale down whenever you need it. And lots of them have global reach. Agencies can add huge value to you as a business. 3 big tips I have for working with agencies. Focus on the individuals. At the end of the day, you can be wowed by these logos that they put in front of you, but you really need to be confident that, are you going to be working with the head of SEO? If not, make sure you meet them before you kick things off. Will they be on your account? Meet the team at the pitch. Who's going to be your account manager? Is this person that's talking to you in the pitch going to be the guy or the girl that's going to actually be there day to day? Ask about staff turnover. It is quite high in agency land, but just check whether it's higher than average. It can be a warning sign. Agencies are great, but it will come down to the individuals. Make sure the agencies are aligned with your goals. I see it time and time again. You have a great agency doing great work, but within the business, people aren't sure of what value they're adding. Really easy to fix this. Look at your metrics, some really simple ones. Have a visibility score. Pick your top 50 keywords. Get a percentage score from SEMrush or Search Metrics or the like, and report on that every month. No, non-brand organic traffic, a classic one again. Are they growing it? Are you trying to get more pages in the index? What I'm trying to say here is have one key KPI that you're reporting on that you care about. The final tip with agencies, you're paying for this agency, you're paying for these people, you're probably paying a day rate. Treat them as an extension to your team. Get them in Trello if you use Trello. Get them in Slack. Whenever I'm working with an agency, with my client, these guys and girls are part of the team. They're in Slack. They're talking every day. They're not someone at the end of an email. They're not really someone at the end of the phone. They're there. Ideally, you want these guys sitting next to you on the desk. That can't always happen. And then, there are a number of big brands here today, and I often get asked this, is it unfair? Are Google unfairly biased towards big brands? Well, let me ask you guys a question. Picture this, the heat wave recently. You've just had a long, hot day at the beach. You're thirsty, you're dying, your throat's really, really dry. You go into the shop to get a refreshment, and you're presented with 2 options. First one, this guy wants to sell you roller cola. To the right, you've got this, ice cold Coke. Which one are you going to go for in that situation? I'd hope most of you guys are going to go for the nice ice cold Coke. That's brand bias. Consumers are drawn to brands they recognize. The same with SEO, right? If you're a big brand, you will have an advantage. That's just the way it is. Leaning on it. This is going to help the big guys. If you're a small to medium enterprise trying to jump into SEO, talk to me separately because I can tell you how you guys can tackle it. But if you're a big brand, not everyone's doing this. There's 3 big wins for a brand. PR. This is your link building strategy. Educate the PR team on the value of links. Don't just ask them to put links in press releases. Educate them on why it's important. They will become your best friend. Online reputation management. Sites I've seen that got hit in August, pretty much all of them have terrible reviews on Glassdoor, Trustpilot, Google My Business. Now, you wouldn't typically class that as an SEO discipline, but if you guys read the quality rater guidelines, I won't be setting you homeworks. They're 170 pages, and they will send you to sleep, but there is a specific section in there that asks these quality raters, of which we believe there's about 10,000 contracted by Google to help improve their algorithm using machine learning. They specifically ask them, can you find external references to this business on third-party review sites, and is it positive? If you haven't got a strategy to manage Glassdoor, Trustpilot, and My Business, I urge you to do it now. If it hasn't impacted you now, it will in the future. Even if it's not impacting SEO, you don't want negative reviews all over your SERPs. And then finally, brand values. What sets you guys apart from the competition? You guys probably all know this. You probably have brand values in-house, and you know why Vodafone's the best. You know these things. But does your website say that? If I go to the Vodafone site, I don't know what Sure Signal is. Nick will probably tell me in one sentence, but on the website, why should I buy Sure Signal? If I go to 3, they might tell me something as well. So just make sure you've got that one chance to convert someone. Are you doing all that you can to portray that message? So big brands, yes, they have it easier than the small guys, but lots of them are missing these tricks, and they're not immune. So have a look at this. This is New Look. This is August the 1st, 2nd, 3rd. I talked about the algorithm update. New Look got hammered. That's half their visibility gone pretty much overnight. There's 6, 7, 8 of these big brands that I don't want to point fingers, but I had to pick one of them. I hope the head of SEO for New Look isn't in the audience. No brand's too big at all. BMW have been hit. There is no brand too big for Google. So, what do we do? We need to invest in power tools. There's never been a better time to be an SEO. I say that every year, but it's why I keep coming back. One I picked today is headline sponsors. I think these guys are giving a big discount as well. They're so, the features are brilliant in these tools. Let me just show you a couple of my favorites. This is AutoTrader. This is AutoTrader's keywords combined against a couple of competitors. You can see we're bigger, great. We've got more unique keywords, brilliant. But what I'm actually interested in is this. What have these guys got that we haven't got? That used to take ages. One click, I can say, with a couple of filters, get rid of anything where we're not in the first 5 pages, as in we don't rank, and show me these 2 competitors when they're on page 1, and I can instantly see opportunities. And any of you with eagle eyes will probably pick out 2 or 3 content ideas we're working on already. This is so easy now. Get a head start. This is, again, there's a feature in SEMrush. You can just say, I want to create a bit of content for, what was this? Can't remember what this was, suntan or something like that, but it actually gives you exactly what you need. These are the keywords you need to write. These are the links you're going to need to build. This is how many words you're going to need to write to get on page 1. These things used to take ages. It's brilliant, and it even spits out like a template you can give your editorial guys. It's like putting it on a plate. They even have a plugin where it tells you, it gives you a score. I think Shyam showed the equivalent in search metrics. But these tools make life easier. As an SEO, we're about optimizing sites to get more traffic, to get higher up Google. These things used to be difficult. They're not anymore. You can download as a Word doc. So there's power tools there. Yes, by all means, buy the tools off the shelf. But big brands and small brands alike, look at your first-party data. How many of you guys are doing this? My guess is not that many. There is a steep learning curve, but with tools like Data Studio, it's achievable now. You can get your Google Search Console data and align it with analytics. Instantly, you'll get something like your low click-through rate pages. Which pages are getting traffic, but they've got low click-through based on the position they're at. Great list to go and work on. Is it the snippet? Is it the title? Is it the meta description? If you combine server logs with Google Analytics, you can pick out your low traffic pages. You can work out which pages are being crawled by Google regularly but not getting traffic. Is that an issue with crawl prioritization, something that was touched upon earlier? Search Console and server logs. What's the crawl frequency of those top pages? These are my top SEO pages. Are they all getting crawled daily? If not, why not? And when you combine them all, you can do really interesting things. You can pick out your orphaned pages. What's Google crawling every day that's not getting any traffic at all in Search Console or Analytics? Google's kind of telling us, I found this content here that's really useful. Why are you not linking to it on your website? This is all first-party data. You own this data. Joining it together, my tip would be just to have a play with Google Data Studio. You can do a lot. So key takeaways, really, before you guys can go and enjoy some free drinks and food. Key takeaways for building a world-class SEO team. Embed it at the core of your business. If you use agencies, integrate them in with your team. Treat them as part of the team. Avoid chasing the algorithm. Hopefully that graph of a major brand growing and then just jumping off a cliff scared you enough to think differently around this chasing the algorithm idea. Just build the best possible website. Constantly challenge your design and UX team. Constantly print the page out on mobile and say, guys, are you proud of this? Put your mobile page against your competitors on a wall and say, is it better than the rest? User testing, all of these things that as an SEO industry we sort of shy away from. We know it's important, but really start banging on about that. If the August update taught us anything, it's sites that aren't investing in strong UX have got a limited lifespan in SEO. And then invest in tools to track performance. There's great tools out there, and you can, hopefully I've shown you there, you can do this idea of lazy marketing and just streamline a lot of the processes to mean that you can invest in innovating, and if you innovate, you're going to win. That's it. Thanks for your time.